Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Tuesday, August 26, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Please, 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 please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We want that for you. Whatever does not, leave it on this old table for someone else. You don't need to carry around that baggage with you. You know? It's useless energy. We're going to use the Mystic Love Oracle. This is just one of the cheapy decks that I got off of Amazon for like 10, 15 bucks. Looks like that on the one side. Then they kind of have like two different sayings on them. All right, let's do this. We got one on the table. Kind of came out like even, like it wasn't in the upright and it wasn't in the it wasn't in the reverse. It's interesting. We've got one in the reverse. Two on the table. Three on the table. One in reverse. We got five on the table. This is interesting. We're going to do two more shuffles. Last shuffle. Six on the table. Seven with bottom of the deck. Interesting. Bottom of the deck. Third party interference. Right along with the snake. Top of the deck. Proposal. Twin flame. Spiritual awakening. Divine feminine. Marriage. Romance. Feelings. Anxiety. Worry. Taking a chance. Oh. Somebody might be taking a chance on love. Ooh, ooh. We got legal matters, disputes. This was kind of just out there like this. That's how it fell out. We've got addictions. Addiction, unhealthy attachment in the reverse. We got insecurities, self-esteem. We got home, foundation. We've got between the lines, look for what's hidden. We got grass is greener, possibilities. Why did I just hear possibility? Wasn't that a restaurant? Possibility? Possibilities? Or was that a slogan for Olive Garden? I don't know. We've got mask, not showing true self, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So with the legal matters in the even there, not upright, not in reverse, somebody might have just gone through some type of legal matter or is about to go through some type of legal matter. It's almost like waiting. Or maybe somebody's waiting on a verdict for something. With the addiction in reverse, This is somebody that knows all too well that they can and possibly will revert back to some type of addiction, some type of unhealthy habit. You could be anything, guys. Drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, spending your money. It could be anything, right? Hoarding, collecting. Those people that collect newspapers and then they just pile them up in their homes until the newspapers fall on them and crush them and nobody finds them for months till months later. We've all heard those stories, admit it. We've all heard them. This is somebody that has problems and issues with their self-esteem. They tend to be insecure, probably why they used to have addictions. This is somebody that is currently trying to build themselves a foundation, a stable foundation, a home, trying to stay away from addictions. Between the lines, look what's hidden. Whoever this person is, they're just trying to look for the silver lining. Like, if I haven't gone to court yet, when I go to court, hopefully I don't owe too much money. Hopefully I don't have to do this. Hopefully this will be fine. If they just came out of court, like this is somebody like, oh, thank God I didn't have to do that, this or the other. This is somebody trying to be positive, trying to stay positive, trying not to go back to those addictions, trying not to be insecure, trying to have a little self-esteem for themselves, trying to stand tall on this foundation that they're currently building. And it's kind of funny because the grass is greener, the possibilities, usually this would be like a negative card. But I think for whoever this is, like this is just somebody, like I said, silver lining. They're looking for the silver lining. They're looking for direction, purpose, possibility, stability, reliability. With the mask, not showing true self, this is somebody that is probably always going to wear a mask. And even if they find someone, friend, lover, family member, that they can not have to wear a mask with, whoever the other person is, they're still going to look at them and be like, oh, I just wish you could be yourself. Like, you're so great as yourself. I understand why you wear the mask. I understand why you hold back. I understand why you have the veneer, right? The veneer. But you're so awesome. You're so amazing. Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. What's funny is these last 2 years, 2.5 years of healing, whatever the hell, whatever the hell. I've just come to the conclusion. Like, I feel like we all have to wear masks at some point, right? With specific people in certain situations. Um, Probably more with people we know rather than people we don't know, right? But I've just come to the conclusion that I really feel sorry for people that can't be themselves or don't know themselves to the point where they literally have to wear a mask 24/7. Like, I feel sorry for people like that. It's sad. It's really sad when you think about it. I think whoever this person is, they go back and forth between being sad for themselves and realizing that they can't. Like, they need to for lack of a better term, pull themselves up by the bootstraps and have their game face on. Like, this is somebody that like they want more positivity. They want more stability. They want to believe in something. The thing is when you've had shit thrown in your face your whole life, and you have addictions, and you have self-esteem issues, and you have no stable foundation, you have no home to go back to, whether that's a person or an actual family, and you feel like you always have to wear a mask, like, it is hard. It is hard. People can literally try and try and try and try, and they just never feel like it's good enough. I feel bad. I feel bad. I always hear dogs crying. I was hearing them yesterday, and it really annoys the shit out of me because people around here will literally leave their dogs out all winter long in the freezing cold, and it's just like, I don't understand how you do not understand that that's abuse. I don't get it. Like, people literally abuse their animals around here, and they don't think twice about it. And you wonder why I feed the feral cats. All these people are wearing little hearts on their backs. Whoever this person is, they have a good heart. Like, deep down, they really do have a good heart. I just I feel like when we're going through those cycles in life where we just constantly get trampled on and we haven't awakened yet, and then we realize, like, oh shit, like I got to get myself out of this cycle. I got to start something fresh, new. I got to build something for myself. I got to take care of myself. I got to put myself first. Like, whoever this is, they have a really big heart. And I think that comes through in people, right? Because when you go through shit like this and it doesn't break you and it doesn't kill you at the end of the day, you have to use that to build yourself up. You have to do that. This person has to do that. Because otherwise they're just going to end up in a ditch on the side of the road. They're going to end up in a black hole somewhere, you know? I was not expecting to get this read. It's a good read because it's somebody, like, coming to the realization, like, they have to drop things, they have to drop people, they have to take care of themselves, they have to put themselves first. I love that. But where it comes from is the sad part. Oh, pardon me. I also think too, with between the lines, look for what's hidden. This person is doing a lot of, like, shadow work and dealing with childhood trauma, and that's why it's a little hard for them to, stay away from those addictions, whatever they are. Because even though this person wants to be strong, it's like this is still underneath it all. Oh, pardon me. And whatever this legal matter was, if it's over or when it is over, it's going to be a huge weight off of this person's back. Kind of looks like, I keep getting this hair that keeps flopping everywhere. It kind of looks like a young feminine, like leaning against the mirror, and you can see her face in the mirror. Whoever this person is doing this shadow work, childhood trauma work, they're like looking back on the past, like looking in the mirror and realizing, it's almost like somebody realizing, like, oh, I thought my childhood was really great. And then they start thinking about it and they're like, well, so and so's parents weren't like that. You know, so and so didn't have that. So and so didn't have to put up with that. Like, they're just realizing that there's like little bits and pieces, like, of their childhood that other people probably didn't experience that, and they didn't really realize that that could possibly be part of trauma, like what caused their trauma. And sometimes when we're kids and we have traumatic events, we experience traumatic events, like we know it in the moment. I don't know. I know I had plenty of events where I knew like I was being abused. I knew like something was wrong, but I still put it in that little box and I put it on the shelf in the closet and I closed that door for like 30 years. And then when I opened that door and I brought it out, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was not normal. That was not good." And to think, if I had dealt with some of that stuff, like, you know, when I was a teenager, when I was like 20, maybe I wouldn't have done some of the shit that I did as an adult. But it's all life experience, right? It's all a lesson. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I know this is a little short, but this is, yeah. I feel like this is a little more specific. Maybe you think it's more general. I think it's a little specific because I don't think this is really going to resonate for a lot of people. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Maybe it's that hair. I don't know. Anywho, I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. Just a reminder, tomorrow I'm going to technically be out of town most of the day. I'm going on an adventure. So I will do affirmations in the morning, but I do not know if I'm going to do readings in the evening. And even if I do, it's probably going to be like later. Okay. So don't look for them. If you find them and they appear, fabulous. Congratulations. I'll talk to you later. Bye.